All right, Chef Wes Stepp from Red Sky Cafe in Duck, North Carolina, back with us in the kitchen this morning. Any other day, you would have had the wow item in the studio today with this fish. You know, that darn Calder Cup is here to take a little bit of the thunder, but not all of it. Did you catch this thing?
No. I called yesterday down to the local seafood market, and I said, hey, you got any fresh tuna? I want to do some tuna, something light. She said, we just got some whole ones in. You want to bring one up? So I said, sure.
All right,
and
so
that's what we did.
You filled a canoe with ice, and here we are.
I filled a canoe with ice. Congratulations to the Calder Cup,
awesome?
The winners. Yeah, they're our local team, too, since
That's
we're on
right.
the Outer Banks, and we're only a day trip away.
Great. So what are we going to do with this tuna today? Please don't make me fillet it.
No, I'm going to show you the difference. So I am going to fillet it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to steak it up. I'm going to do a real quick marinade with basil, and then I'm going to make a really simple salsa. It's a real simple show today.
Okay. All right. We'll keep it simple. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to get started in just a moment. All right, we are back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen with Wes Stepp from Red Sky Cafe in Duck, North Carolina, making a basil and garlic marinated tuna with a summer breeze salsa for us this morning. That feels like there should be music whenever I say summer breeze salsa.
I like the sound of that.
You know what I noticed about this? It actually really does have a yellow fin.
Yes, it does. It does have a yellow fin. And remember last week when you did the sea trout, which you did a masterful job on that thing. One thing about tuna is tuna come down to the Outer Banks. A lot of people go offshore. They catch these things. This is the way it comes when it comes to us, okay? So, little bits and stuff we make tuna bites out of. But anyway, to clean a tuna is a little bit different than cleaning the sea trout. Basically, I'm going to cut right around here.
Because, like, the gill part is gone.
The gill part is gone. So this tuna's already been headed and gutted, all right? And then basically, you see right here where the skin is?
Yeah.
I'm just sliding the tip of my knife right along that skin.
Okay.
Right along that fin. Right through there. Now, the body structure of the tuna is totally different than the body structure of that sea trout you did. You just filleted straight through that thing.
I did.
Now this, there's a bloodline in the center of this thing too. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing right here.
Okay.
I'm just basically like unzipping its skin. So I'm not going through the body of the fish too much. I'm just going to go through the skin. Now then what I do is look at this.
You're peeling it like a banana.
I'm peeling it like a banana. And it's coming right off. So boom. Now look. Okay, remember how it was a nice flat fillet before when you had that sea trout last week?
Yeah. What's that?
What's that? That's the skin. This is just the up here. Now you see this real red? Yeah. That's the bloodline. That's no good.
I have a feeling there are going to be more people coming to the restaurant for this recipe than trying this one at home.
Well, I tell you what, there's a lot of guys out there that want to catch these things. So basically, I just cut right along that bloodline. And look at me, I'm just taking my hand. Boom. Just like so.
This is pretty graphic.
Yes, this is.
You're enjoying it.
Hide the children television. But this is what you do. This is how the tuna looks.
It's like a big tuna tenderloin or something.
And that's exactly what it is. The tuna's body is like an X.
Why is that so dark?
The reason, I'm going to put it back over in my big canoe. Float away. All right, that's the bloodline. So basically you do not eat that. So you'll want to trim that off.
All right.
Now all these pieces down on the Outer Banks, when we make tuna salad, we don't get it out of the can. You get it fresh. Not the bloodline, but like the tips. This part right here wouldn't make a good tuna steak, so basically I'd throw it off to the side, I'd chop it up, and I'd make tuna salad out of it, or tuna bites. You know, so people do the fried tuna bites.
Like what do you call it there? The ceviche.
You could do ceviche, you could do just the fried tuna bites or whatever, but see, that's the loin like you see in the supermarket.
Okay.
And now I'm going to basically kind of have a sharp knife too. I'm going to cut it a little bit on a bias so it's not too thick so it'll cook in time. Look how beautiful that is.
It is.
Nice and translucent.
That's what I've been thinking this whole time. This is beautiful.
Come on, this is the way we do it down there on the Outer Banks. Anyway, a lot of people come down there to fish. Come down here to do the sightseeing. The beaches are really nice. The water's been really nice. The food's been really nice at the Red Sky. You need to bring your family down so we can do a chef's on call.
Look at the tone. Are you catching Wes's tone? I'm sick of it, Fury. It's been 2 years and I haven't been down there.
None of you guys have been down there. All of you are invited down there, okay?
I'm reading between the lines.
Reading between the lines. And then that's it. So basically, I'm just making these nice tuna steaks.
Yeah. It's awfully hard when you deliver. You know, when you come here every week.
Well, you know, you can come down there and I'll deliver down there to you too, so you don't ever have to leave your cottage.
Perfect.
But we got fresh basil, garlic, fresh mozzarella cheese. I'm going to go ahead and make a real quick marinade.
Okay.
Give the Italian dressing.
Are you making it to show us how to make it today, or do you need to let the tuna sit in the marinade for a long time, which clearly we can't do here for TV?
No, you can't. And you know what? I'm going to marinate it and cook it, and you're going to be able to taste it, but I would marinate the tuna no longer than 20 minutes or so beforehand.
Really? Okay,
yeah, because
so this is not overnight.
No, it starts breaking it down.
Good tip. All right, we're going to come back. We're going to cook it up when we come back. All right, look at that beautiful tuna steak that Chef Westep brought for us all the way from Duck, North Carolina. I say all the way, but as you're always saying, it's a day trip away. What is it from the metro area? Hour and a half?
Hour and 15, 20 minutes. That's what we made it up here today in that time.
It's nothing. All right.
It's nothing.
So if you're going down to the Outer Banks for the afternoon, stay for dinner, or you know, head down for lunch and then hang out afterwards.
We've been getting a lot of people from like Williamsburg and different areas that will see the show, and they'll come down just to sample the wares.
We're glad to hear that.
Yeah,
that's what we're hoping for. That's why we do what we do here. So you brought your grill pan today to put our tuna steaks on there, and you said earlier that you don't marinate tuna for a long time like you might chicken or steak, because the fish will break down? Exactly.
Not only will the fish break down, but one of the most popular marinades that people like to do, sort of like the gimme marinade, is the Italian dressing.
Yeah.
Now, Italian dressing's got a lot of garlic in it. It's going to taste good, of course, but it's also got a lot of vinegar in there.
A lot of salt.
So, and it breaks it all down. So what I did was I just took extra virgin olive oil. I took some roasted garlic, which I just roasted off at the restaurant. Mashed it up because it releases the flavors. I took fresh basil. My dad's garden is just like going off in Currituck, and he's bringing me tons of basil right now.
Great.
Getting all our vegetables from Currituck. And basically just a little bit of salt and pepper and no vinegar in there whatsoever. And so I just marinated the tuna for, well, you know, it was probably 10 minutes.
Yep.
Now I put it on.
But it's really clinging to the fish.
Yeah, it's clinging to the fish. Now, one thing is, look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That oil and that garlic gives it nice grill marks. I also sprayed it with a little bit of Pam right before I put it on the grill. That keeps it, makes the fish hot and gets the grill marks more and keeps it from sticking.
Okay.
Plus, hit it with a little salt and pepper, kosher salt, fresh cracked pepper. Okay, that brings out the flavor of your marinade. So a lot of times you'll be going, man, I didn't marinate it enough or whatever. Add that little salt and pepper at the very end.
Okay.
You know? Okay, I got my Viking bowl over here.
It is a Viking bowl.
I'm trying to give the mirrors a break, so we're going into, we do have different setups for our, you know, I'm glad that they're getting married. You know, I was going to tell them we do cater. So,
all right. Trevor and Megan, you'd have to travel.
So we had
Sounds
to travel.
like a destination wedding for them.
You got it. We got fresh tomatoes. Summer Breeze salsa is nothing more than like a caprese style salad.
All right.
You're familiar with that, correct?
I am.
A little bit of red onion. Fresh basil, chiffonade, which is basically cut up into strips. Fresh mozzarella cheese.
Alrighty.
And then a little extra virgin olive oil, little balsamic vinegar. Get this down. Now look at our tuna.
I know. It's gorgeous.
What do you think
need a plate
about?
To put it on?
Nope. We're going to go right on granite.
No mirror today, but we've got our slab of granite presentation.
Look at that. Now this, we do a lot on the Chefs on Calls, which we've been really busy. We've got them every single day this week.
That's great.
You don't even need like a 48-hour notice if you come down and decide, hey, I'd like Chef Wes or one of the crew. Look at the tuna too. I don't know if he can get it on the camera, but it's a nice and medium rare, okay? As it sets there, it's going to cook a little bit more. Ariane likes it a little bit more done.
Baby.
So we got it. Baby tuna. And look how nice, light, and healthy this is.
It is. Very nice.
Got the Viking bowl working.
Now, are you finished? Because we always think you're finished, and then you put something else on top. I knew it.
A little bit of the balsamic vinaigrette on the side. The basil is going to be the garnish underneath of it. I'd serve that with rice or couscous or anything you like.
Now listen, if somebody does want their fish cooked a little bit more, will tuna kind of keep cooking once you take it out of the pan? Should you underestimate when you should?
Always underestimate it, because right now, as we spoke, you saw it was kind of red.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be even less red. And when you guys get ready to eat it, it's going to be cooked all the way through, but it's still going to be moist because of the marinade.
Right.
And because I let it cook finish right there.
That's why he's the pro. He's the pro, people. He's the pro. Go see West Step at Red Sky Cafe in Duck, North Carolina. Open every day for lunch, dinner, cocktails, 1197 Duck Road in Duck, North Carolina. We recommend you make a reservation, and don't forget you can also call to have Chef West Step or one of the staff members come into your vacation house to cook for you and your party if you've come off the beach and just can't get motivated to get in the shower and head for a restaurant. All right, www.redskycafe.com, 252-261-8646. Red Sky Cafe in Duck, North Carolina. Say it for me. Say it with me. A day trip away.